Hey guys, this is David from Vanguard doing a deck profile on Ignition Dragon Gauntlet Busters. So I call it the Sparkle Busters because of their little words they have on there. They're related to Sparkle, so I call them the Sparkle Buster deck. But it's a pretty simple deck. Pretty straightforward on what it does, so I'm just gonna go straight onto it and explain what the cards do. Of course, the starter is gonna be Ambush Dragon Linchu, because Linchu is definitely the best starter because it can retire ones and zeros at the same time, so it can get rid of pesky rear guards, which is really helpful in every game. Of course, to be honest, I think Linchu is probably the best starter in Eradicators. Going on, I am running 3 Ignition Dragons. Alright, so he has an effect of Counterblast 1, and retire 2 units. The opponent gets to choose 2 units and retire them, and the Vanguard obviously gets 10k. So what this deck is good for is retiring stuff. So with the Counterblast 1, I can retire 2 cards in their field. So with the Gauntlet Buster, it's a really good combo because Gauntlet Buster at Limit Break gets +3 and a critical for each cards that were retired. So it's really good. Of course, you can't use the full potential, but it still gets rid of 3 rear guards in that turn if you end up using Gauntlet Buster's effect. So Gauntlet Buster and Ignition Dragon. Of course, I just explained Gauntlet Buster, which is basically what the effect, and Counterblast 2 Eradicator cards and retire. The opponent chooses a to retire a unit. I can't talk today, but yeah, basically simple combo that works really well. So, and the reason why I'm running only 3/3 is because I am running 2 of Eradicator Dragonic Descendant. Dragonic Descendant is a card that you have to run in Eradicators. Of course, in Japan it is limited to 2, but to be honest, even in the English format, I am only running 2 because, to be honest, there's no necessarily need to run 4 of them because he's most likely a finisher. Plus, I think most people get him to the hand by late game, so he's a really good finisher that just people are pressured about because he can restand and get a crit, so he can attack twice. So that's really nice. So that's the grade 3 lineups. Pretty simple. The boss cards are really great for Eradicators. There's a lot of choices. And then going on, grade 2 lineup is pretty simple. I am gonna run 4 Eradicator Spark Rain Dragon because he is 12k and 12ks are always good. I am running 1 Eradicator Thunderboom Dragon because he's a 10k. He's gonna be a 10k Vanguard, so most people run 9k grade 2, so it's gonna be harder to hit Thunderboom Dragon if I use a 10k guard. So it's gonna be no pass basically. So defense is always good, especially in mirror matches going against other Eradicators. Really, Thunderboom is something that everyone should probably. Well, not everyone. You can run if you want, but honestly, I like the defense of this card. So 1 Thunderboom Dragon, and then I am running 4 Cho-Ohs. Cho-Oh is needed in the deck because he does not require any counterblast to retire stuff. All I need to do is soul charge. So Cho-Oh is really good. Retire stuff, and then free retiring. Well, not free, but it retires stuff easily without using counterblast. Which the counterblast I can use for the boss cards, the grade 3 boss cards. And then I am running 2 Zuiten. Zuiten, not really my favorite choice of card, but Zuiten can unflip cards if it hits. So it's a potential damage unflipper, which soul charges at the same time, but the soul charge isn't really that important, but it unflips damage and then it has Eradicated in the name. So Zuiten, I just run 2. Going on to the grade 1 lineups, 4 perfect guards. Obviously, with all the crazy Vanguards running around, restanding Vanguards, Nouvelle, and all that. And then I am running 4 Shuki. Shuki is probably the most best rear guard for this type of deck because for each card that is retired, he gains +3. So with the Sparkle Buster combo, it's possible he can get like maybe at 5 damage, I can possibly get up to extra 12k. So he's gonna be a 19k booster. So that's really nice. That's definitely something that Shuki is a really good card. Sometimes I even put him as a attacker if I retire stuff. Because he gains all the pluses. So Shuki is something that you should run. And then I am running 3 Demolition Dragons because he is the 10k. Early attacks are always good. Rushing the opponent is sometimes necessary. So 3 Demolition Dragons, and then I am running 3 Casters. Casters. To be honest, I really didn't run the card at first, but I've been getting grade stuck issues, cards getting in my hand, reshuffling, getting boss cards, and then especially I need the Break Riot in my hand, so I use casters to just kind of renew my hand. So casters are really nice, plus they're 7k boosters, so I mean it's not too bad to run. And then I am running trigger lineups, probably the same as my English version. Just running 4 heals, 5 draws, and 7 crits. 7 crits. Somebody's told me to run 8 crits, but I mean the 1 draw doesn't really get into damage anyways. And then even if he is in my card, in my hand, I'll just set him as a rear guard or attack, or just use him as a early defense card. So yeah, that's pretty much the deck. I am probably gonna have matchups up this week with this deck. So stay tuned. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, image to victory, I am Vanguard. Ciao.